Hi, kindergartners. Mrs. Boydston here. In this lesson, we are going to review and learn some bonus information about the anatomy of a book. Do you know what the word anatomy means? It refers to your body. So we're going to look at the different parts of a book, like the body of a book. And for this particular lesson, I thought it would be fun to use the book. This book is Spineless because you have a spine and so does a book. Let's start with that. Do you know where your spine is? Reach around behind you and touch all those little bumpy bones in the middle of your back. That's your spine. It helps you stand up straight and it gives you structure. Sometimes people, when they say they have a strong spine, they're very brave or very strong. If you don't have a spine, it would mean you were spineless, and some people use that term to refer to somebody who is scared or fearful. Well, on a book, this is the spine. It's just like your backbone. It's stiff and it holds the book upright. Even on a paperback book, it's stiff and holds the book upright. This is the front cover of the book, and this is, of course, the back cover of the book. Now, the title of this book, you might have read it already, is This Book is Spineless. Obviously, this book has a spine that's holding it together, so it must be referring to the other kind of spineless. This book might be afraid. We're going to find out about that once we get into the story. But first, let's review the other important parts of a book. Up here, we have the name of the author. Her name is Lindsay Leslie, and she happens to be an author friend of mine. So she wrote the words. Remember, an author writes the words or the story in the book. This one is illustrated by Alice Brereton. So she is the person responsible for making all of the pictures or illustrations inside the book. Somewhere on the cover of a book, you will always find the title, the author, and the illustrator. If there's only one name, do you know what that means? It means usually that person is both the author and the illustrator. Now, this book also has a subtitle. So the full title is This Book is Spineless. Yes, I am. Can you help me be brave and face my fears? So that gives us an idea of what this book is about. We're not going to do any predicting or anything like that today. We're just looking at the anatomy of the book. So now that we've seen, what's this part called? The front cover and the back cover and the spine, we are ready to read the title. This book is Spineless of our story. Now, here's some bonus information. Kindergartners don't have to know this, but when you open the book, if there's pictures on the side, like here, these are the end papers. I'm not going to show you the end papers at the end of the book yet because they're kind of special. And in this book, the story starts right away. We see this very mysterious, dark picture, and I see some words that say, "What's going on? Is something here?" And we set the tone. Now we turn, and this is our dedication page and our copyright information. This book is dedicated to her son, Levi, and the illustrator dedicated it to her mom. Then we have our title page, which repeats some of the information, including the publisher. This time it's published by Page Street Kids. That's also bonus information. You don't need to know that. But we have extra words here. Can someone please turn on the lights? So in this book, look, there's even more. Hello, help, I'm afraid of the dark. In this book, the story starts right away. And here's our beginning. Where should I start reading? We learned that at the very beginning of kindergarten. We always start reading at the top, and we read from left to right. It's not that way in every language. In some languages, they read up and down, or down and up, or bottom to top. So for English, though, we're going to start in the top left-hand corner, and we're going to read across. Phew! Thanks for turning on the lights. As I said, I'm afraid of the dark. Actually, I'm afraid of most things because I'm spineless. Yes, me, the book in your hands. I'm a real scaredy pants, a fraidy cat, and I have absolutely no sense of adventure. None. Zilch. I don't even want to hear about an adventure, nor see it, nor feel it, nor smell it, nor taste it. In fact, I'm on edge whenever you turn a page. So you saw as my finger went across, I was tracking from left to right, and that can help you read a book. Did you notice something that's mentioned on this page? Did you notice all of your senses are mentioned? It might be fun for you to keep an ear out and an eye out to see if all of the senses are actually brought up. Ah! Look at that illustration. No wonder the book's feeling frightened. What was that? A moaning monster eager to munch on my edges? Scaly, slithering snakes? Twisting tornadoes ready to rip me apart? See? Page turns can be scary. You don't know what kind of story might be lurking ahead. Are you sure you want to keep going? Let me state for the record that I'd rather not. Can you tell who the main character in this book is? It's the book. Ooh, you obviously have nerves of steel. Well, since we're here, what kind of story do you think this is? Seems like a ghost story to me. Oh, nothing is worse than a ghost with clanking chains and a whining wail. Do you hear something? Hold me tight because we need to get moving immediately. Did you hear that sense of hearing? Perhaps this is a mystery. Mysteries give me the creeps. I'm a book, not a detective. I want to stay far away from pitch black pathways and slinky shadows, although now I'm wondering who done it. Do you see something? I think we're being watched from the corner. There's eyeballs looking at you. This story isn't a space adventure, is it? I like to keep my back cover firmly planted on Earth. I say no thanks to rumbling rockets and woozy weightlessness. Yet I do enjoy the stars. Do you feel something? I'm a bit dizzy, though. Because if you were in outer space, you would be weightless and you would feel very light. What if this is a nature story full of foul smelling fur beasts? In no way do I want to be page to face with a whiffy wolverine or a stinky skunk. But a sweet bunny, I could handle that. Do you smell something? My pages are starting to curl. You can see the illustrator made that look like the pages are curling up. Now what? A tale set on the open ocean? I can't swim. And the pirates, I don't share their love of fishy fare and the salty sea. Mermaids, on the other hand, they're cool. Do you taste something? Blah! Patooey! I know a couple of you will love that illustration, and others, it might be a little scary for you. Oh, look, the coast. It's clear. I think we've made it. Oh, glorious, peaceful page. How I adore you. And I'm okay. Are you okay? We're okay. I do feel a dash more daring, a fraction more fearless, a hint more heroic. I must be growing a spine. Wahoo! I guess an adventure isn't so bad, even if you kind of forced me to go on one. In fact, I think I had fun. I'm only a tiny bit freaked out, just a smidge. And I have a sense that maybe, just maybe, I could do that again. Want to do that again? You wouldn't want to leave me all alone, would you? Come back. Can you leave a light on for me? And here's our end papers. Not quite so scary this time, huh? And then we close our book and we are to the back cover again. So you can see, I thought this would be a good book to start my series with for several reasons. It actually talks about the anatomy of a book. It talks about many different kinds of books. Did you hear kind of a story that you might be interested in reading? A mystery, a ghost story, a nature story, maybe an adventure story? Also, it's about kind of being stuck into an adventure you didn't ask to be stuck into. And we're all in that situation right now, aren't we? Well, I do hope you enjoyed this book. If you would like to take it for a ride, come back and see it again, you can order it from Lindsay Leslie. It's online, or you could just replay this video. Thank you for joining me. And let's real quickly review one more time the parts of a book. What do we call the name? The title. What do we call the person who wrote the book? The author. What do you call the person who makes the illustrations? The illustrator. A little clue there. This is the front cover. This is the spine. This is the back cover. And that bonus information, when you have pictures here and here, what are those? The end papers, when you have papers on the end. And this one is our dedication page with our copyright information. And this is our title page with the title of the author, the illustrator, and the publisher. All right, I'll see you for the next lesson in Reading in a Nutshell.